G'day, Ace here. I'm back again. Last video I read this book called The Dad, which I thought was hilarious. I got it from an op shop, or a thrift shop as some call it. I call it an op shop. It's the only true way to say it. Second-hand shop. But I'm going to read another book to you, and it's called The Brother. And hopefully it's equally as funny. I thought The Dad was hilarious when I saw it. The Brother. It's a Ladybird book on how it works. No author. Let's see how it works. This is a brother. He shares half of his DNA with you, but he will not share any of his bubble mixture. It's so true. Ken will come to regret this in approximately 2048, when he needs to borrow £200 from Joy to get his van through its MOT. I guess that's a transport thing. And it's a picture of Ken being really nasty to his sister. I think his sister holds grudges. Aisling has a butterfly book. Ryan has a book about fish. Ryan has decided that it's not fair for a reason that will become no clearer in the next 6 days of his going on and on and on about it. I hope this book gets better. Brandon's sister wants her coat back, but he is keeping it because he knows how much it annoys her. Jumping off things, sliding down things, drinking magic potions made of vinegar and mud, going over there to punch Dean Haggard. There are plenty of things which an older brother can persuade a young brother or sister to be the first to try. Punching Dean Haggard, poor Dean. Jessica has taught her little brother Trevor everything she knows. If he ever makes a career out of rude armpit sounds, if he ever makes a career out of rude armpit sounds and stealing sugar sachets from cafes, she hopes he will remember who got him there. Angus is the big brother. He always has the best toys. Hayley is the little sister. She has lots of toys because they are broken and used to belong to Angus. Their brother Christian is sitting in the cupboard under the stairs with a paper bag around his head, waiting for anyone to notice. Middle children are different. Abel has been singing the same song over and over again on the whole way to Megadon to the plain of Jezreel. He also keeps putting his arm on Cain's side of the donkey. Brothers can be very irritating, but it is ever so important to try and keep it. Cain killed Abel. Oh, so funny. Rollo was watching his brother on the news. I could have done that, says Rollo to his girlfriend, if they just bought me that space opera. At home, Lucas and his sister Mia play together all the time. But in front of his friends, Lucas pretends girls are stupid. Their mum worries that the design of the local soft play centre is not helping. Music making is easy when you are brothers like these Everly brothers. Phil knows what Dan is thinking. Dan knows what Phil is thinking. Dan is thinking, I hate you. Phil is also thinking, I hate you. Two brothers in perfect harmony. Joshua's sister Christine got a new bike for Christmas. Joshua got book tokens. But your sister doesn't like books, says Joshua's mum. Joshua wishes he'd worked harder and looking ignorant in front of his parents. Jenna is definitely telling Mum about this. I think Jenna's topless on a radio. Finbar's sister Mary is on a picnic with her new boyfriend. Finbar staked out a commanding position above the picnic area this morning. He has not met Mary's new boyfriend yet, but if the man's poor coleslaw etiquette leads to further unacceptable behaviour, Finbar is ready to act. On your Finbar. Heward is not just Sam's big brother, he's also his best friend. Heward will support Sam in everything he does. He'll be there for him no matter what. He will always give advice and encouragement. Provided Sam does ever so slightly worse on him than everything. Gavin is repeating everything his big brother Tom says, but not in the voice of... Gavin is repeating everything his big brother Tom says, but in the voice of Zippy from Rainbow. He has also prepared a story about Tom wetting his pants at Jack and the Beanstalk when he danced with a cow. Tom's new girlfriend will be here in 10 minutes. Gavin is ready. Despite being a country class hammer thrower, Tarragon has never been asked to open the school fete. Once again, he suspects the only reason he was allowed on the PTA committee was to invite one of his brothers to open it. Sometimes it's tough being a Dimbleberry. I don't get that. When Mike visits his big brother Dan, he always gets a parcel he thinks to take home with him. I don't really need the stuff anymore. Have the lot, says Dan generously. When he gets back to his flat, Michael put the VHS cassettes in a charity shop, the cut-offs of NPF in the shed, and all of the potato peelings in the bin. Everett is writing his memoirs. He knows he wants to mention his time as a prisoner of war and his music career and his work as a neurosurgeon and what it was like at the Earth's core. But mainly he wants to settle an argument he once had with his brother about Gary Neville. Chang Chang is sad to stop his species being extinct. No. Terrible. Chang Chang is sad to stop his species becoming extinct. He probably, at some point, is going to have to be nice to his sister. Oh, that's terrible. Chris did not know about his lonely old neighbour, Humbert, had so many brothers and sisters. When Humbert became too ill to leave his 46-room mansion, Chris looked on as Humbert got his... When Humbert became too ill to leave his 46-room mansion, Chris looked in on Hubert and got his shopping. Chris arranged for the funeral and even offered to carry Humbert's coffin. But he does not need to. There are suddenly lots and lots of long-lost brothers and sisters who are very, very keen on helping. Every birthday, Lee and his brother Wayne re-gift the amusing presents Lee gave Wayne when he was 6. It is a running joke. Lee and Wayne suspect their joke stopped being funny years ago, but they are carrying on because they are brothers, and not carrying on would indicate something terrible that they can neither explain or consider. It's actually easier than finding an actual present. Casper's parents have decided he is the musical one, so he must practice every day after school. Casper is cross because his brother Ludwig gets to play in the garden instead. Ludwig is the sporty one. The Beethoven family have great hopes for their boys. Adrian explaining that he would not give his sister Lucy any of his bone marrow if she ever needs it. That got dark. Not until she gives him back the fine young cannibal single she borrowed in 1989. It's not the bone marrow, says Adrian. It's the principle. And that's the end of the story. So what did you think, guys and gals? Something a little bit funny for whatever day you watch it. A little funny video. I'm crying. Oh, they got dark so quickly, some of those videos, some of those stories. But funny nevertheless. Well, normally I'd sign off, but it's a little bit of a different one. So life is still always an adventure when you have a camera in your hand. But if you do find a funny book, buy it and read it. And again, if you want one of these books, let me know in the comments. Reach out to me and I'll mail it to you. Peace out.